Hi,
Can you guys hear me? Because
welcome. Hopefully you could all hear us okay. We're just going to introduce ourselves first. So my name is Sarah. For those of you who don't know me, I'm here on my sister-in-law's bed with my family members. And this may be awkward. It's awkward for me, but also it's a really fun class. So every year, my mother-in-law, Deborah, who's over there, my sister-in-law and Andrea, my mother-in-law asked me to do this class again this year. And every year it's kind of like with a little bit of a cringe, but also I have a lot of fun doing it just because we're family and we're talking about, intimate stuff. So all good. All right, so let's get started. Let's start by everyone introducing themselves. If you're on Facebook or if you're on the chat on Zoom, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and also one thing that you find beautiful about yourself. Because a lot of this has to do with it's not physical beauty, it's a lot of what's internal and how we feel good about ourselves from the inside out. So what's one thing that you feel like makes you beautiful? All right, I'm going to give a little disclaimer, which we give at all of our classes. We're not here to diagnose, prescribe, treat, cure, or prevent for any disease. We're not medical professionals. We are health and business coaches, and we want to just share some things that have worked for us and many others in our community. Okay, thank you guys. And we will be doing giveaways throughout this as well, so make sure you stay on for the whole thing. All right.
Awesome. Yes. And make sure that you are commenting. I am seeing good heart. I'm seeing forgiving. So far, Lacey and Amanda and Julie, it's between one of the three of you for a $20 product credit. Y'all better get your answers in there if you want to win some goodness. So I want to know, where are your glasses of wine? We always have like a glass of wine with this because we kind of takes the edge off when you're talking about sex sitting next to your mother-in-law. So how many years have we done this, ladies?
Several years. And why does it always seem that it's the week of Ignite too? I don't understand that.
I know. I don't know how we work that out.
Day.
Anyway, so
tell the question again.
Oh, the question was, Sarah.
The question is, what's one thing you find beautiful about yourself and where are you from? And it could be an inside thing that you find beautiful, like your heart. It could also be like, I have a great booty. That's cool too. Whatever you find beautiful about yourself,
I love it.
Like
Christina's cheering.
I like that.
I was just gonna clean her glasses.
That's yours.
Ooh, oh, this is mine. No,
That's yours. Okay.
You can share.
All right. So we just wanted to give a little caveat that we are going to be talking about all things sex tonight and how to use oils in the bedroom. So if this is a topic that is going to make you uncomfortable, probably want to exit the conversation now. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, we streamed this into Facebook. And you're just scrolling through and you're like, what's this? Just know that we may be using some words that maybe you don't want your little children to hear. I don't know. So just be aware of that as well. All right, let's get started.
The slideshow.
Oh yeah. So we've got some slides. They're going to kind of match up from here to there. Maybe some of them will and maybe some of them won't, but we're going to give it a go and see how this goes. Isn't this cute? Did I ever tell you that you saw? It's adorable, right? So cute. Okay. So let me click through. We did this. This is our first giveaway. We'll go back to chat for that. We wanted to acknowledge that you all are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of an introduction. Yeah. And then 5 reasons.
Okay, so 5 reasons we only use Young Living. We all have been using Young Living oils for many years. How long have you guys been using the oils for?
14, right?
Yeah.
14. And I think I've been using them for 12. And it's
That's
really,
amazing.
a long time. When I first met my husband, her brother, her son, her brother-in-law.
I think Erin just got on. Is Erin supposed to be joining this call?
I don't know.
Hi, Erin.
I liked the way oils smelled. Erin wore oils and I thought, wow, he smells really healthy. But
That's better than a dirty hippie.
Yeah, I didn't know really what they did. And over the years, I started using them for all sorts of things for, gut health support, skin, and eventually intimacy as well. So they really can be used for all sorts
Well
of things,
said.
which is awesome. Okay, so 5 reasons we only use Young Living oils, because there's a ton of oils out there on the market, right? We see them everywhere. Young Living, they're 100% seed to seal, and if you want to know more of what seed to seal means, you can go to seedtoseal.com and check everything out. But they are pure oils. 2, Young Living carefully monitors every step of the production. Again, you can do that. Look more into that by checking out Seed to Seal. 3, Young Living is the only essential oil company that owns their own organic farms to grow their plants. And they also have partner farms as well. Young Living has been in business, for over 25 years, and they have a lot of their own internal labs and all of that. Number 5, Young Living oils are distilled at low temperatures and pressure in stainless steel chambers to maintain the delicate therapeutic compounds of the essential oils, which is huge. Okay, so next up we have Deb, and she's going to talk a little bit about the libido seesaw.
First, somebody's going to talk about why we
Never,
need them.
never mind.
Is that me?
That'll be coming up.
It's
No,
Deborah.
that'll be coming up. So why we need the oils in the
You can see
bedroom?
her.
That's the key. So plants, insects, and people secrete pheromones. And pheromones are microscopic chemical messengers that affect hormone levels, fertility, aggression, and libido. People often give off lots of pheromones affecting the brains of the opposite sex. A plant produces essential oils to affect growth, reproduction, to attract pollinators, repel predators, and as protection from disease. So think about how essential oils can attract or repel suitors for us. Scientific research has proven that certain scents are shown to have powerful effect on our olfactory lobe, which is part of the limbic system that houses sexual desires, as well as memories and emotions. Essential oils can regulate and stimulate sex drive, energy levels, and healthy production of hormones. Whether you're looking to set the mood for the perfect romantic Valentine's date, which was last weekend, by the way, or are single and thinking about attracting the love of our lives, keep reading to learn about some essential oils that can help.
Awesome. Thanks, Deborah. Okay, so let's talk for just a second about toxins in the bedroom. If you want more information, we also want to point you back to the class we gave on the first Wednesday of February, which was all about your women's hormone and reproductive system. You can access that on YouTube under our Living Well Now channel, under our Oily Education playlist. That way then you can go back and review some of those specifics of preparing your body, mind, and spirit hormonally to be most present. But I think it's really important to note this part about toxins in the bedroom. Since we do spend so much of our time indoors, especially those of you where in places where it's snowing and you're not getting out on a daily basis to the beautiful sunshine that we have here in Arizona, I think it's important to note that because the average American home contains over 63 hazardous products, we have to be astute at beginning to look at ingredient lists and deciding what we are willing to invite into our lives and what we want to get rid of. Simple things like what you wash your sheets in, what you clean your counters with, simple things like what you clean your toilets with. I mean, when it comes right down to it, baking soda, vinegar, water, your Thieves household cleaner, those are going to be your basics to keep your house clean. Never mind the fact and not interrupt your endocrine system just based on your environment. So do start to check your ingredient list. I'll also say same thing goes for the over-the-counter products you can buy that sometimes have petroleum-based ingredients in them, especially lube and other sort of stimulating products like that, may have things in them that are dangerous to your body, and you may have side effects or reactions to that won't promote intimacy and romance in your bedroom. So do be an ingredient reader, double checking and checking again for the best ways to stay safe in the bedroom.
Woo, Ange, awesome. So just going to highlight the book we highly recommend this book, Lucy Libido. And we're taking our presentation out of here tonight, FYI.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little
Loosely.
bit of this. But the next part is the libido seesaw. Now, many couples find themselves frustrated in their relationships, not because of unfaithfulness, but because of a lack of spark and desire. The most common reasons that couples seek out professional assistance are lack of libido, difficulty climaxing or performing, decline in frequency after childbirth or life changes, and mismatched sex drives. So the thing I really want to highlight here is to have conversation with each other. This is probably one of the most difficult things, to be honest, upfront, and talk about this mismatched feeling, because what we talk about the seesaw is, the example that she uses is a container of silver balls. And so, no pun intended. But she does.
Sorry, you caught me off guard on the silver balls.
So
Oh my gosh.
she talks about a burlap sack, and each person would have,
Sack and balls.
yes,
keep
exactly,
going.
the sack of balls. And you'd each have your own options. And so maybe yours is less. And so, and the other one has more. And so that's where a lot of the conflict comes from, and the
Seesaw.
the seesaw effect, the up and the down. And so having that conversation, so there's less seesaw in the conversation. So talk about it. Don't just do it and then not talk about it. I love how the girls.
It's my mom.
And talk about it, because that's the most important thing, to have that conversation, so you feel like your seesaws are more even and you're enjoying each other at the same time. Next.
Okay. Woo.
Wow, that was
Yes,
good.
Laura.
That was good. Hey, Julie Garrettson, can you do me a huge favor? Because I'm sorry.
Can you draw?
Can you draw names for a giveaway tonight? We did not think about that, and I have no way to communicate with you other than right now. I love you so much. I owe you big time. We'll drink next week. All right, yay.
Okay,
All right,
I can, but I need a few minutes
that's fine.
okay.
like
Well, you have time.
to find my list and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're so awesome. I'm so sorry. My phone is across the room. I'm sweating. I'm super embarrassed. But thank you.
You-
So-
And Liesl needs to talk about the drinking game that she has going on.
Oh,
Ask her about
lethal.
that.
What, sexy drinking game? You got a sex drinking game? What word do we have to say? And did you tell anybody else about this drinking game? Because we'll play.
To know
It's
that we
lube
literally
and
only
love
have like
button.
a small glass of wine poured. So you can't blame any of our goofiness on the wine. It's literally just really embarrassing and uncomfortable to do this class with your in-laws. Okay?
Especially the grandmother of the group, correct?
All right.
Wait, is Liesl gonna share her game?
Lisa, are you sharing it with us verbally, or do you want to put it in the chat?
No, she's.
Oh, brilliant idea. I see I haven't seen the chat. Liesl, help us out. Oh, there she is. What do you got, Liesl?
Yes.
I see you.
Liesl, type it.
Or
Type
tell
it.
us. Just come live. Quick, tell us. Oh,
She's not
no.
gonna
She
tell
won't
us.
tell us.
Oh, it's
Facebook wants to know.
it's naughty, apparently.
Of course
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Liesl. Wait. She's typing. Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll keep
Type
going.
it. Okay.
Moving on.
All right. So the next part is about prepping for the big event. Can I see the book first,
Yes.
Deb? So you can, if you guys have this,
Sorry.
if you have this book, Lucy Libido, this is from page 27 to 29, and it's great. She gives you really practical tips about just kind of how to set the intention for yourself, how to prep yourself so that when you do have that intimacy, that you feel ready, that you don't feel like, oh, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I don't have time for this. You know, if you do those preparations, it can really help. One thing that I really like to do personally is I use Ylang Ylang behind my ears, and Ylang Ylang is one of the aphrodisiac oils. So I just take a couple drops and I put it behind my ears, because this is, or on the back of the neck, because this is a really great place, you know, with your partner, if they're giving you a hug or kissing you or whatever, they can smell this. I also like to put it a little bit under my nose, and sometimes I'll do that before Aaron and I go on a date. I know what you're thinking. No, before we go on a date, because then I'm smelling it throughout the whole night, and because it's an aphrodisiac oil, I feel like it helps me to just be like, okay, I'm not going to fall asleep later at 9 o'clock.
Can I wait? I also have to say that when I was in Ecuador, I went with Jerry a couple of years ago, and in the Ylang Ylang forest, they call it, like people were getting it on
In the grove.
In the
In the Ylang Ylang
grove,
grove,
like
right?
where? So the Ylang Ylang blossoms have to be plucked from the tree at like a particular time in the middle of the night in order to preserve its like most aromatic fragrance. And so they took us out into this grove and literally like dropped us off there because they knew that couples would sneak back into the groves of Ylang Ylang trees and do it. So we were, but then we all, and
in the grove.
okay, yep, that was it. That
Did that really happen there?
not with me, no.
But like the Ylang Ylang oil that we're getting from Young Living
legitimate.
was surrounded by people
who were
doing
getting
the
it on
deed.
in the forest. So that was a trip. That was a trip I earned for getting to platinum with my team. And so it was really special to have to know that a little bit of history, a little bit of information about why the aromatic, why it's so beautiful and so
And it is a beautiful flower.
precious. Yeah.
Yeah, so I love sensation oil, also joy oil as well with rose and jasmine and all those beautiful oils. That's another good aphrodisiac oil too. So just putting behind the ears or the back of the neck is a great place. Number 2, so again, this all has to do with prepping. You can use an oil infused soap. I really love the lemon sandalwood. Do you guys have any favorites?
Sensation body gel or whatever, shower gel is one of mine.
So I love the lemon sandalwood, but Young Living has a lot of different bar soaps you can use. I also feel like if I take a bath with like a lavender bath bomb or something, and I just like allow myself, I think most of it is so mental, right? If I allow myself to mentally relax, then I feel good. I feel like women are so different than men, where women, I feel like takes us a lot longer, where men can just drop of a hat and tell, oh, you look good. You don't even look good, but it doesn't matter. Like,
you look good to me.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like for me, it helps me to prep myself, definitely. And then just planning ahead, sending a cute text message or whatever can help spark the romance as well.
That's so true.
Okay, Andrea.
So on that note, with kind of prepping for the big event, what Sarah was saying, like it is different for women, I think, because we're thinking of a gazillion things at one time and running a household and taking care of the kids. And a lot of times we're feeling exhausted. And so as boring or spontaneous as it sounds, I think actually planning for it, like setting a time for it, is really helpful for us as women, so that we can take the day to kind of get ready for it and to be thinking about it and to be prepping ourselves for the big event. So, and one of those ways is really in using oils that help to de-stress. So think about oils like Stress Away, oils like Joy, like Sarah just mentioned, or Peace and Calming, things that are just going to help you to relax and kind of put away, compartmentalize any of the other things that you have going on in life right now, just so that you can enjoy that time. And then another thing that I would say is, well, with de-stressing, is if you have not tried Cortistop. Cortistop is one of my favorite supplements because it does help to just, if you're running high on cortisol because you have so many things going on, it just helps to bring things down. Also CBD is fantastic for that. So prep for it, know when it's going to happen, and begin to think about it and use your de-stressing oils. And so, okay, so we're going to do another giveaway. Julie, I don't know if we have our first winner yet or not. If not, it's okay.
Hooray! It's time for a giveaway. Look at that. It's like we planned
You're good. You're so good. Do we have someone, Julie?
Maybe not
It's
yet.
okay. So
we'll
we'll
ask second question.
Yeah, we're gonna ask a second question, and then we'll do we'll give
I have
give
one,
2 people $20 product credits the next round. All right, so this question is, what is something that you do to prep and get yourself in the mood? Or what is one idea that we shared that you will use for the next time? So go ahead and throw that into the chat and we're gonna move on. Whose turn is it?
Man.
All right.
Julie was trying to speak, but I don't think you guys heard her.
Yeah, I have the first winner.
Oh,
And
So the first winner is Julie Hughes.
Yay!
Awesome, Julie.
Congratulations. All right, so these are some recipes because I know some of you, we're not doing this as a DIY, but some of you are gonna get off this call and have all these products and wanna know how to throw them all together. So you're gonna wanna get out your phone to screenshot or whatever you use on your phone. These are some ways to heat it up, all right? So I just piled them in, okay? So here's a few things to heat things up. First of all, bath salts, as you think about prepping for the big event. My sister-in-law called it the big event. Connected bath salt. So a little bit of joy, a little bit of valor, a little bit of frankincense. Remember, you can put oils onto Epsom salt, Himalayan salt, baking soda, throw them into your water. It doesn't also have to be a bath. It could just be a foot soak as well. If you want to create a mimosa, a sweetheart mimosa, these are some recipes using chilled champagne with tangerine and grapefruit vitality, a little bit of juice and strawberries. I would also say Ningxia Red tastes pretty great in a mimosa, not gonna lie. A linen spray. We talked earlier about creating a non-toxic bedroom. So using a little bit of water with witch hazel plus ylang ylang, cypress, and orange can make a really nice linen spray that you just leave on the side of your bed and spray things down. I was laughing earlier when Sarah was talking about putting ylang ylang behind her ears because I wondered if that was like a signal then to Erin, like, ooh, she pulled out the ylang ylang. So
I try to do it with him not around, just so I can surprise.
yes, yay, hey. All right, here's some others. So hopefully you've gotten those down. These come from Grow Workspace. This sweet and spicy thigh high, 20 drops of ylang ylang, lavender, cypress, and clove are the recommendations. I'm going to say cypress is kind of my go-to. And one of the things that Lucy teaches is if you apply the oil about 2.5 inches from your hip bone, right in that inner thigh area, that's a great place to still get those effects in all the places that you want to get the effects. Cypress is really great for circulation. Andrea is going to talk more about oils in a second, but as I was presenting that recipe in particular, that's a really great combo. You don't need to mix it with anything. Although you could put a carrier oil with it and have it on the ready, you can also just have these next to your bed and it's really easy to apply on the go. Because, sometimes you don't plan and it just happens. I'm a newlywed, okay? The famous Tingle massage oil. This one has made the rounds in the Young Living community. Adding a little bit of black pepper and peppermint keeps things, how shall we say, invigorated. And so this is a recipe, 5 drops peppermint, 5 drops black pepper, 5 drops of joy with just 1 ounce of a carrier oil. You could put it in a little pump bottle like you see presented there. You could also just put it in a dropper or a roll-on as well to be able to efficiently put it in the places you want to put it. That's all I got. And then here are some other recipes for you to screenshot. A roller recipe, a diffuser blend, another massage oil, and then I love this one, light the fire roller. With this one I think would be specifically for the guy in your life. Idaho blue spruce, goldenrod, and black pepper together to just add a little bit of, how shall we say, pizzazz. Perkiness. Golden plus rod and spruce things up. Am I going well? Am I making myself clear?
Make things peppery.
Peppery. All right. Those are some recipes. All right. So Andrea, tell us more about aphrodisiac
oils. Okay, so you already talked about cypress. Cypress is good for circulation, so a great one to use on the inner thigh. And then orange oil. This is just a really happy oil. So think about like frigidity and just helping you to like relax and be more like playful. And it smells so good. So that's orange oil. And I've heard that, well, this was from the last, if you were at the last libido class, apparently they talked about the man putting orange oil in his mouth before.
Wow. Another.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
there you go.
Wow.
Orange oil in the man's mouth. prior to something.
What?
I know. I didn't see the class.
I
So
didn't
I'm curious if any of
It
you
was-
were at the last
was
Lisa
that-
Libido, the Eo Bros one.
Wow,
Yes.
Pam and Justin.
I know. Pam said it was actually the only time she blushed during the class. So I'm blushing just thinking about it. All right, Clary Sage. Okay, so here's one thing to know. So if you saw the class that I did on women's reproductive health, we talked about xenoestrogens and phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens are something that are found in essential oils and all things natural. They're not going to throw your hormones out of balance like xenoestrogens that are found in synthetic chemicals and things like that, okay? So Clary Sage is a phytoestrogen. It means it can support healthy estrogen levels in the female body. So this is a good one to use, especially like pre-period, like when you are getting ready to start and you're just feeling kind of and moody and in the dumps. Using a little of this can help elevate the estrogen level that has plummeted during that time. That is just going to help you feel a little bit more happy, sane, in the mood. Okay, so this is a good one to use for that. And then Sensation is literally my favorite blend for
All the things.
lovey time. What do we like? Do we like do the
The
D,
big event?
do the D, the big event, or
I
lovey
like
time?
lovey time.
Lovey
It sounds so
time.
affectionate.
Lovey-dovey.
Whoa, lovey
Oh
dovey.
my gosh, it smells so good. It's floral, but I don't find it to be as floral as Joy. Like it's not like, I don't know. It has a nicer scent to me. One thing I'll say though about Joy, even though a lot of you I think would agree that when you first smelled it, you're like, oh, that smells like an old lady perfume. Here's what you need to know. It does have a lot of aphrodisiac oils in it. So if you don't love the smell of it, it still can be helpful in this area. You just want to mix it with something that's maybe a little bit citrusy. So like add a little bit of the orange oil or lemon or something to it that kind of cuts that floral scent. And I think you'll find that you really like that. But I would encourage you guys to try Sensation oil. And then the last thing I want to recommend, it's not an oil, but it has oils in it, is the Ortho Sport or Ortho Ease Massage Oil. All right. You can use this as a lube and it lights things up a little bit, but not in a painful way. I would say that if you are using condoms, you probably don't want to use this because the oils could, I don't know, eat through the condom. You might have a love baby that you weren't expecting. So there we go.
Yay. Excellent. All right. Men. For the men.
Okay, so libido for him, and if you are following along in the book, this is page 53. Yeah. Okay, so there's a bunch of oils for men. A great spot to put them again is that inner thigh area that Ange was talking about earlier, or mixing it with a carrier oil using a roll-on, putting it in that same spot. So a couple of the oils that are really good are Idaho Blue Spruce, which helps the man stay firmer longer. And if you go to page 54, this is really interesting about Idaho Blue Spruce. So Dr. Dan Purser shared that 8 drops a day of Idaho Blue Spruce in a capsule showed a 30% increase in testosterone in 2 weeks. Some report higher levels in the same time frame, and I know of many people who keep their levels high with only 5 drops. Yes, okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. So Idaho Blue Spruce is great for that. Then you have, again, Ylang Ylang, which is a great aphrodisiac, orange oil, like Andrea mentioned, goldenrod oil, which helps support the circulatory system and helps blood flow. So again, this can help a man last longer, and you can put it on the thigh or, back of the neck or whatever. Mister is another great blend.
You're
I
doing
think
such a great job.
You
kept
really
a
are.
straight face through all of the last longer
You're
part.
so serious.
I'm not looking at you guys. That's why I'm just pretending I'm talking to one person over here. Okay, so Mister is a nice blend. It has sage, fennel, lavender, myrtle, peppermint, and blue. I don't know how you say this. Blue yarrow. In a base of sesame oil, so it can be used as a men's cologne and also help reduce stress. It's great for men who are 30 and older, which seems really young because I'm 32. I'm like, what? Is 30 considered old now? That's weird. It's great for men who are 30 and older, who are going through a dry spell in the bedroom. And it's often paired with Idaho blue spruce and Ylang Ylang to arouse. And you could apply it to a Vitaflex points or acupressure points, which are on the ankles and the pelvis area. So those are just some suggestions. And then we have a couple recipes. I don't know if they're on the slideshow or not.
No, they're not. I think what I want to throw out there too about Idaho blue spruce is I know some women struggle with low testosterone. So that's another option for you to work with, a practitioner in using Idaho blue spruce for your testosterone, especially as we get into our 40s. I hear that more and more from my friends for low T.
And Mister as well for testosterone, and mid-cycle.
There he is.
Mid-cycle is a really good time to use it. Just even if we're not talking about like for in the bedroom, just a little bit of extra support for testosterone levels. Mid-cycle is a great time to use either Mister or Idaho blue spruce.
Every day is a great day to use Mister.
Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
We're in the men's.
Mr. Lehman.
No drinking wine in the bed.
Well, that's a event killer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so a couple of recipes. If you have the book again on page 84, there are some great kind of lube recipes, or again, these are recipes like you can make a roller with. I'll give you two recipes. One is called Mr. Nice Guy. And you can put it in a bottle, 30 drops of Mister, 5 drops of Idaho blue spruce, and 5 drops of cypress. So again, really good for circulation. And then, or if you just want to keep it simple, this one is called To the Point, and you just use Shutron oil. So that's this oil. And then the last one is Wake Up Call. I feel like these are, I don't need to explain these to you. They're very self-explanatory names.
Wake up call.
Hello. 20, and maybe your man does not have that problem, but 20 drops of Idaho blue spruce, 10 drops of cypress, 5 drops of rosemary, 5 drops of nutmeg, and 25 drops of a carrier oil. If you need me to post these in the chat, I could write these afterwards. But I'll just say on another note for women, nutmeg is really, really helpful to help de-stress for, I was having a lot of adrenal fatigue, yes. And I applied nutmeg down here and it helped me sleep so well, even though it's supposed to kind of help like rebalance and maybe energize a little bit. But I think if like, your hormones are really off, it can help you just kind of relax. So love nutmeg.
That's
All right,
great.
Do you know the
Andrea?
first time I used nutmeg was like when I was getting a massage from Erin and you were doing like a facial type thing on me, and you would put nutmeg like on like the wet, like warm, like hot towels that you were putting on my face or something. I was like, oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I love
And then I like fell in love with nutmeg after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at? Oh, okay.
That's such a normal part of our conversation, but have you ever gotten a massage from your brother-in-law and a facial from your sister-in-law? That's super sweet.
Blessed.
We are so blessed.
Okay,
Cheers.
so
I'm next.
I know, Deborah's next.
Seb is next.
That's why I had to pour some more wine. I asked for the reserves.
This is the hardest part of the whole class for us.
The hardest
I know.
part.
Here we go. We can get through this.
All right, Deb, we're going to zoom
Send
in
us some
right
good
on you.
vibes.
Here.
Send us some good vibes.
No, we don't.
Oh, right on
Okay.
you, Deborah.
We
Okay,
don't have to zoom.
there we go. Be
Um,
still. Sarah's like, I'm out.
I'll be back.
So it's been awesome to listen to the back and forth tonight, and thinking it would be great to have a small group on this to listen to all of you on this conversation. But a lot of times it's very important to de-stress. And so they've used the word before the event or as part of making love. For me, it's a making love process. So one of the important pieces here that we like to share, because this is our part of our anatomy, is what Lucy calls the love button. And that's our clitoris. So I'm going to spend.
Oh my
a little time
gosh.
tonight.
Is that part of the drinking game? Because I'm drinking. That's it, isn't it, Liesl? Okay, going down. Mhm.
That might need the whole bottle, Ange. Your mom just said it.
Got a backup too, Pam. Don't worry.
So what I love about her talking about the love button is that talking about the growing fetus. So be thinking about when a fetus is developing, it has unisex Genitalia, with nerve endings that are exactly the same for boys and girls. So the ambiguous genitalia looks like a little bud or a bump with a small opening underneath. At the time, hormones and androgens determine whether this sweet little kidney bean will become a Larry or a Lacey. If the genital tube is exposed to testosterone, then the little opening will fuse, grow testes, and the little bud will elongate outward, becoming a penis. If there is a lack of testosterone, then the small opening will enlarge inward toward a uterus, and the little bump will remain as the female clitoris, or the love button, as Lucy likes to call it. So the majority of pleasurable nerve endings for both females and males stem from this same little bump. These nerve endings are what are responsible for creating the waves of pleasure and the rush of oxytocin that flood our bodies during climax. So why is this important? Well, many women struggle with climax. For men, it is simple. Their nerve endings are at the tip of their penis, and it is pretty impossible not to stimulate them. For women, it is a little more complicated. Numerous studies have shown that about 80% of women are unable to climax with intercourse alone. So only 20% of women receive adequate stimulation with penetration in order to consistently climax without manual stimulation. And while there are nerve endings inside of us which do make lovemaking enjoyable, the majority of those that complete the climax are some type of love button massage. So in a group of 10,000 women, 8,000 of us need extra friction for our love button exposure. Don't you feel better that you aren't alone? Lucy sure did. It has nothing to do with how tall or wide his penis is, nor does it have anything to do with how sexy or fantastic you are as a woman. Our love buttons are equal to his penis in terms of what they do. They need friction to make them happy, and only a few of us happen to get enough love button massage movement through penetration. So our clitoris love button swells with blood just like a man's penis. And she keeps pouring wine here. So foreplay is necessary for our love button to swell. So as you listen to the women over the conversation, all of the de-stressing, all of the lavender baths, all of the prep for the big event is important for this process. So again, then hugs, kisses, cuddling, touching, massaging are all very important to the process. So change it up and position yourselves also so that the love button is either being stimulated by rubbing against his body or in such a way that he or you can simultaneously massage your love button at the same time. This is hilarious, these girls. Okay, there are also more nerve endings inside, known as the G-spot. Lucy sums it up that the traditional missionary position for intercourse is not going to be the most ideal to stimulate these two most important places, the love button and the G-spot, to create the most pleasure. So one of the things that we can do on a regular basis is to strengthen your pelvic floor muscles that contract during orgasm. But just like any muscle, they will increase in strength with regular exercise. And if you remember, during pregnancy, before and after, all the things, Kegel exercises involve using the muscles that you would use if you were in the bathroom and stop the flow of urine. So practicing the tighten, hold, release, repeat 50 times a day.
Okay, be honest. Okay, all 40 of you, be honest. If you were just doing Kegels when she was talking about it, go ahead and put it in the comments.
Right.
Yes, confession.
Practice.
Yes.
You're practicing. Kegels are important no matter what your age.
Do you know what I was just thinking about? Do you remember at the workshop we went to where Christiane Northrup had us all do?
Yes.
Okay, so if we're, depending on where you are, this
Yes.
is probably better standing up, but you can just sway. Remember how she had us sway? Were you
Yeah.
in with Christiane Northrup?
I was, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, where
Sway.
she played like, and just get in
Yes.
the habit of swaying your pelvis side to side and
and
get
up,
and
back and forth.
okay, back and forth.
Yep, all the things. Yep, she told us. to
Like everybody,
practice.
yep.
Oh, a
Yep.
teacher
Yeah.
who did it every stoplight.
And the girls also have talked about
Sarah, you missed the whole part about love button.
I heard it all.
Wow.
We did so
How
good.
convenient.
We didn't interrupt her. We didn't interrupt.
We were
But
good.
the important piece here is the girls all mentioned different love button massages that you find helpful for yourself. So again, experiment, use what works. Things may change over the years. Change it up, enjoy, and get to know your love button. And that's all I got to say about that.
Woo.
Wow,
That's good.
Deborah.
So good. Can you tell that she loves talking about this? Like she's so into it and so like serious.
I
about
love
it.
how Renee Curry said it sounds like you were just very scientifically going through the
Yeah.
details, which
For
is
real.
helpful.
Yeah.
It's super
For real.
helpful.
It helps to appreciate our bodies.
She
It
loves
does.
this class.
It does.
Okay, whose turn is it? Where are we at? I don't even know where
That once we
Oh,
got to the love button
we're
part,
at. That's Sarah.
okay.
Lube? Talking about lube.
Oh,
Lucky. I can talk about lube.
yeah, go ahead. I don't have that page.
All right, I got this. All right, so what I said earlier about being really careful with lubricants that you get over the counter. This is where I also talk about how you used to sling lubricants and toys.
If you're gonna tell that, you have to tell the whole story about how it was a dare.
When Andrea
And
first
how I don't back down from a dare.
when Andrea, oh, and we have a giveaway sometime. When Andrea first got started in network marketing, she actually started by going to people's houses and teaching them about special devices that they could use to stimulate that love
You
button.
didn't tell the story.
Because
I had just gotten married, maybe 3 months, 4 months. And my sister-in-law invited me to
oh
a
my gosh, I
passion
did,
party.
didn't I?
And at the passion party,
Oh
when
my
we were
gosh.
both going up to purchase our products, the woman was like, hey, you should just do this yourself and get paid for it. And Andrew's like, do it.
I had never thought about
So it was kind of a
business.
joke. We thought it'd be funny. And so I got my little kit and I did some parties just for ladies because I couldn't do the whole guy thing, but like just for ladies in their home, did some little parties. In fact, they had like the Kegel balls that like you
Could
insert
suck up in
and
there.
then
I
use
think
them.
that's
So anyway, thanks for sharing that. That was
And
Yeah.
that gave
Yeah.
her the courage that she needed to build a kick butt
an
young
actual
living
business that I could be excited to share with
To
other
help-
people.
to help other families find freedom from the average family's debt crisis and health concerns and things like that. So all of that to say, personal lubricant is what I'm advocating for here. Is when you know the ingredients that you're putting together, I just highly suggest that you pick your ingredients yourself. So you can use essential oil. Black pepper gives a little heat. Peppermint cools things off. I will say this recipe comes from someone I don't know, it could be Lucy. Lucy actually is a really good one in the back of her book. Those of you who were at our class last year at Rio Vista probably used this lubricant. Thank you to Sonia Gibson for making tons of lubricant that night. It's really great. An ounce of coconut oil, 5 drops of sensation, 2 drops of black pepper, and 2 drops of peppermint. The floral scent of sensation helps to create a romantic mood, while black pepper and peppermint provide a warm, cool sensation, and it's heavenly. If you don't already have coconut oil in your bedroom and bathroom, absolutely make that happen. It works amazingly as a personal lubricant, massage oil, moisturizer, and so much more. It's a much better alternative to personal lubricants in stores, which are filled with toxic ingredients such as parabens, petroleum-based ingredients, phenyloxymethyl, glycerin, propylene glycol, and another big word that I'm not going to pronounce, that can be found in industrial cleaners. Do you want that on your body or in your body? Yeah, I didn't think so. And you'll know from our intro to essential oils class that we often talk about not putting oils in holes, but obviously diluted. Okay,
This is a
Liesl,
hole. This
come
is a hole.
on.
This is a hole you can put it in.
This is a hole that you can put it
And
in
with massage
with proper dilution. With proper dilution, okay? And just be prepared for a response from your body. And for a quickie, just use some sensation massage oil.
Coconut oil is great. Yes.
Oh, and this one recommendation was fractionated coconut oil in a spray bottle.
All right. So
Jojoba oil.
Few other ways to use oils in the bedroom, bath before. I need another term for it. I've already said the big deed. I've already said
The big
loving
event.
time. What?
Make love, like my mom
Before you
says.
make love, a little nice oils and some Epsom salts in the bath water. Also a spray, like putting a spray on your pillow. And so I have a brown, get this, brown chicken, brown cow spray. Ready? Brown chicken, brown cow. Okay.
Can we drink to that one? Oh wait, I'm maybe
All right.
on my third glass.
Yeah, you need to slow it down a little bit. I'm still nursing my
I
first
cannot
class.
believe you are.
All right, here we go. So here's the
Water.
recipe for your brown
All
chicken,
right.
brown cow bedroom pillow
Sorry,
spray.
it's not this one.
Ready?
It's not that one. It's not any of that. Okay. Well, we don't have a graphic for this, so write this down.
Here it is. 8 drops of Ylang Ylang, 8 drops of Idaho blue spruce, 5 drops of bergamot. Do you say bergamot or bergamot?
Bergamot.
Tomato. All right. 5 drops of clary sage. So 8 of Ylang Ylang, 8 of Idaho blue spruce, 5 of bergamot, and 5 of clary sage. You're going to add a little salt to an 8-ounce bottle. Add the oils, fill it with water, and don't post the results.
I do want to give you this recipe too. This came from the Oily app. Sorry, I'll just go back. Life Steps. Sorry, not Oily app. It comes from Life Steps. Doot, doot. This one's called the In the Mood Massage Oil. Again, Ylang Ylang, Idaho blue spruce, black pepper. You're figuring this out, y'all. You can make up your own sort of recipes as you go. But this one is a 2-ounce glass dropper that you can use and then apply to quote unquote the desired area. There we go. I love that Pam and Justin are in their bed. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hi guys. Hi Justin.
Unbelievable. They just taught a class and now they can't get enough of it. Now they're here observing another one.
Question number 3.
Oh,
I don't know what our question number 3 was. So we're just
It's
gonna
a good class. It's a good class to practice for.
Say it again, Pam.
I said it's a good class to practice for.
Yeah, somebody has to try out all these recipes.
I do it. We do it as a service to you all.
Yay, that's so kind of you. Always looking out for the team.
So sweet. So sweet. All right, is this where we are?
A giveaway.
We're just gonna give
Oh,
2 at the
Jewel.
end, last question. But we can announce our second winner.
Okay, so I have a second winner. Her name is for Bradley.
Yay, Jennifer Bradley.
Yay, Jennifer. Oh, look it. That was a great
And
face, Jennifer.
wanna-
It was like the surprise, like awesome. Love it.
Good.
Okay.
Do we don't have a giveaway?
No.
I am going to put in the,
Didn't we already do that one?
Did we already ask you one thing you do to get in the mood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we did ask that.
So I don't know where our third. I don't know.
We
It's
prepared
okay.
a long time for this. Julie, what?
while you're deciding on the third question, I am going to put the link in the chat for the winners to fill out the Google form.
Perfect. So look at the chat, find that Google form, guys, the 2 winners so far, so that you get your $20 product credit. Okay, you'll need to fill that out. It's okay. We're just gonna choose 2 winners at the end. Let's keep going.
So if you haven't gotten started with a Young Living Essential Oils wholesale membership, we want to honor that you are here maybe for the first time and totally jiving with our vibe right now because we're super funny and super informative, and you know that you're going to get great education when you come to this team. But we want to invite you into wholesale membership. So we're allowing for you to choose that tonight with the person who invited you to the class. Maybe you've loved all the things that you've heard about the essential oils, about non-toxic living. Maybe you've decided that you're ready to take on that next step of balancing your hormones with natural options. And so we want to invite you to talk to the person who invited you so that you can become a wholesale member and get all of these products at the wholesale cost rather than paying retail. And that person who invited you can set you up with a wholesale account. You just need to get their member number so that that can happen. And then you can join our Living Well Now lifestyle community, our business group, all of the things that we offer for free, including more classes like this every Wednesday night. And if you are already a member, you may want to consider the benefits to joining Essential Rewards and ordering up some of these products. This is an old graphic, so I don't read it. I'm just going to tell you about how awesome Essential Rewards is. It's a monthly wellness box that you can change up to have any products that you want in it on a monthly basis. So you can order your supplements from us, your personal care products. You can order your makeup. You can order your baby supplies, all the things that you can think of. We have available to you on this wellness subscription box. Some things that you may want to consider for February ordering that we've spoken about tonight: Progessence Plus, Sensation, there's a lotion, there's a body wash, there's an oil blend. Also, we didn't speak about it tonight, but Endoflex and grapefruit. We've spoken about Joy and orange oil, Shutron. We would also like to direct you back to our YouTube video about balancing women's hormones with Thyromin, as well as the benefits of Ningxia Red. We featured that in our group this month as a really important product to just establishing baseline health. So if you're curious about getting on a monthly program, you want to get some ideas, definitely check in with the person who invited you if you're kind of coming up blank on what to order next. And they can definitely recommend some products that would be helpful in addition to everything that we have talked about tonight.
So a couple more things coming up. This Friday and Saturday, we have our Ignite event. This is our 7th annual Ignite event. This
Which is why we get lovely Sarah here with us too.
She's in town for that.
Yay.
So this is something that we've done 7 years in a row. It's a business training, so it's mindset. It's learning about the skills and the action it takes to grow a Young Living business. So if that is something that you would like to be a part of, you can go to livingwellnow.com/ignite and grab your ticket for that. It is online, so it doesn't matter where you're watching from tonight in the world. You can grab a ticket and join us for that virtually this Friday evening and Saturday all day. And then coming up next Wednesday, we have I have my Oils Now What class. So if you're somebody who is newer to the essential oil lifestyle, or you're just wanting to kind of expand your repertoire, learn more about what else there is that Young Living has to offer, you'll want to join us for that class. It's also a class that I would say is great to, if you have a friend or a family member who's been asking you about your oils or about your Young Living products, it's a great class to invite them to, because we will be reviewing some of the oils in the starter collection, as well as talking about some other products. So that's next Wednesday night at 5 p.m. You can always find our Wednesday night classes on our Living Well Now page. So if you have not liked our Living Well Now page, I would encourage you to go there now, like the page, and then check our events, upcoming events, to see what else you would like to be a part of. All right, I'm gonna ask our last question. We're gonna choose 2 winners. Julie, you're gonna have to be on this one, and everybody else, you're gonna have to get your answers in quickly.
No pressure.
All right, no pressure. Here we go.
This is Andre after 1 glass of wine. Ready and action.
All right, so here's the question. Out of all of the products that we talked about tonight, what is one that you do not have that you would like to add to your collection? And go. Do you have a song for us? Do you want to sing something? I mean, you've had almost 3 glasses now.
Let's look at these glasses. Oh, here we go.
Let's get it on.
Oh,
I don't know. the
that would have
rest
been a fun.
That's all I know.
That's all you got.
What else?
Love it.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. That's my mom's song. I don't know when she sings that.
I wanna.
Oh, that's all you had to say. Name that tune in 5 words.
Name that too.
Lacey got it. So funny.
Well, if you
Let's talk about
baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all
right, so what do we got? We got
Karaoke. Karaoke.
Progessence and clary sage, black pepper, goldenrod. Get the goldenrod. I love it, Phoenicia. Have some in the starter kit. Yes, that's what's lovely about the starter kit, is it is so versatile. All right.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Shutron, Sensation, Ylang Ylang, Cortistop, Mr. Ylang Ylang. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Julie, you want to choose those 2 really quickly and come live when you have them. What were you going to say?
Oh, look, she's already on it.
Good, done. What do
Okay,
you have?
I've got them, but there's like no last names, I think. So Nikki's iPhone, who's that?
Did you
Do you
hear?
have a last
Nikki's
name?
iPhone. Nikki's iPhone. Awesome.
And then Amanda R.
Amanda R. Congratulations, Nikki and Amanda.
R.
So Nikki and Amanda, if you can scroll up, or maybe Julie, if you can you throw that link in there at the bottom again, or scroll, whatever. Scroll up, and then if you would just fill that out, we're gonna leave this up for like 2 minutes, so you guys can grab that link really quickly and fill that out, so you get your $20 product credit.
I want to close tonight
Oh,
formally
good.
here with
Aw.
appreciating Sarah, Leonie, Angela Lehman,
Woo.
Andrea Lehman. This has been awesome for them to participate in a
And
Lucy
Deborah.
Libido class with mother-in-law.
We actually got
Mother
through the
Deborah.
whole love button conversation.
I think we did pretty well.
I think we did really well.
Yes.
Yeah. Last time
better than
she
last time.
Yes.
she was talking about the love button in my closet. And so now we sat next to her while she
Right.
did it. And
That's
we
progress.
Right.
yeah, we kept a straight
Progress
face.
for them. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight on a topic that we continue to learn about our bodies and to feel good about our bodies. Thank you for joining us, and we love the conversation. So have a good evening.
If you want to stick around, we are going to talk about what an awesome opportunity this is to share things like we did tonight and earn an income in part-time hours. We're super, super grateful that you started in that other company so that we would get a taste of what multi-level marketing really looked like and found a product line that we could represent. So that was awesome.
And so that class is starting in like 4 minutes right now, and it's 25 minutes long. It's quick,
Quick.
short.
Easy, and we'll be a lot more focused as
And
soon as I
we're
drink a
on.
glass of water.
And we're on the call. We're going to continue to chat as people.
Well, I'm going to stop the live stream. If you watched us on Facebook, we're really grateful that you were online with us tonight. It was awesome to have you. This will be this is the first time I think, guys, we've recorded this process.
I think